Thanks for tuning in to this installment of the Eddie Spivey Show. Hi and welcome. I am your host, Eddie Spivey. I will be discussing the topic of weigh it, think it, weigh it, think it. Don't just say it, weigh it, speak it. Don't just speak it, think it before you speak it. Because there are motherfuckers, cocksuckers, and jerks the like will say anything to you. Why? Because they are motherfuckers who never think before they speak. It's pretty much that simple. Always saying the most dumb shit they can think of. Always creating awkwardness for others. Trust me when I tell you this. Attention, my fellow human beings. It should not come to you as a surprise that people actually have feelings. Well, most people feel something for another person. And that's why you should never say the first dumb shit that comes to your mind. It's perfectly fine to actually weigh it before you say it. Pay attention. Trust me when I tell you this. It is perfectly normal to think it before you speak it. Some people of the most fucked up or uncertain variety of cocksuckers, they were born. Pay attention. Follow me. Follow me here. They were born. People of the uncertain variety were born with the cocksucker gene. And they just have to be some of the most rotten jerks, cocksucker, sons of bitches, etc. They just have to be that way. They're dreadful motherfuckers everywhere they go who operate with little, if any, common sense whatsoever, have not the capacity for better, intelligent, or any fashion of intelligible thinking. Pay attention. It is never okay to not weigh it before you say it. To not think it. Think before you speak. Don't just decide to be disrespectful just because. I'll just be disrespectful just because. I'll just be a fuck-minded, boneheaded jerk. Because there's nothing better to do. There's no better fashion to display yourself as. So, don't just decide to be disrespectful just because you came up with one of your dumbass, stupid-ass, fucked-up ideas like you always do. That makes you feel extra, I don't know, tingly. Some people actually are so goddamn fucking sadistic. They actually get a warm and fuzzy feeling right on the top of their cocksucking heads every time they insult somebody. Every time they say something disrespectful. Something just feels right about being a cocksucker. Is that what it is? You need me to say that shit again? It must be something that feels right. It feels warm and fuzzy about being a jerk and a cocksucker every time you insult people. Because some people feel the need to just insult you because they'll make another idiot laugh. So something just feels right about being a goddamn buffoon. They're these small-minded people with flesh issues. And in the name of satisfying their rotten flesh, they engage in stupid insults. They love to offend people. It's like a sport. Who can I insult today? Who may I offend on this bright sunny day? And they engage in, like I told you, in disrespectfulness just to get a laugh. I'm gonna talk all kinds of stupid ass shit because I need to get a laugh. I'm not a funny person, so I can only get a laugh by way of insults or at the expense of someone having their feelings hurt. Pay attention. Now, simply because you were born with the cocksucker gene, it doesn't mean you have to act like one. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, there are people that were born with certain afflictions, okay? So just because you were born with the cocksucker or the motherfucker or the jerk gene doesn't mean you have to act like one. If you need help for your particular mental or emotional affliction, I'm certain there's someone out there that's more than willing to take you by your fucked up hands and lead you to the way of getting well, healing for yourself, because there's no such thing as insulting other people. There's no such thing as having it in your heart to insult others. That's not therapy. If you need therapy, go to some professional motherfucker to help you out with your emotional and your mental fragilities. Pay attention now. And trust me when I tell you this, it's quite alright to consider another person's feelings before even engaging them in the first place. You know, some people are just sensitive. You have to be sensitive. People have certain conflicts, if you will, certain issues going on in their lives. They don't need people insulting them or fucking with them based on their lifestyles or sexual orientations, things like that. They don't like your hair color, so they tease you about your hair color. You're fat, so they tease you about being fat. You're ugly, so they want to scream it out loud how ugly you look in front of every fucking body. They don't have any jokes, so they get, I don't know, they get their kicks at the expense of hurting other people's feelings. Like to tell handicapped jokes. There's nothing funny about being handicapped, but you have idiots that will tell jokes of the kind. There's too many wannabe comedians and pranksters, but they don't have jokes to tell you like I told you so. They choose insults. These are your common cocksucking jerks without a backbone whatsoever. Something like bully behavior. Like I told you previously, these are dreadful motherfuckers. Some of the most dreadful motherfuckers ever. Through and through. Honor and respect is golden. Discretion is golden, which is why you should not make unflattering comments. Don't tell your sister how fat she looks while in the presence of her new boyfriend, really? Do I need to repeat that to you hard of hearing motherfuckers? Don't tell your sister how fat she looks in front of her new boyfriend. Why are you trying to create problems for someone that's trying to begin a new relationship? Again, and like I just told you, they'll speak that way. They'll tell their sister how fat they look in front of their new boyfriend, and then ha 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 and laugh like that shit was funny, like they just told a funny joke. It's insane. Like I told you, there are those that can only get a laugh at the expense of hurting someone else's feelings. So this is like cowardly punk ass conduct. This is the behavior of your common pussy punk ass bully. These are some of the most pussiest motherfuckers ever. And they only pick with those that will not offer them a challenge. So I'm not exactly referring to these boneheaded motherfuckers as bullies or cowards. It's just that you have these unintelligent, immature individuals that simply never think about the things that they're going to say to another person. It's called respect. You respect as you would like to be respected. And I hope uh, those hard of hearing motherfuckers heard exactly what the fuck I said. I'll repeat that shit for you motherfuckers with attention deficit. You respect as you would have others to respect you. Now let that marinate. Do it. When you need to get a laugh at the expense of hurting someone else's feelings or harming a family member's feelings, let me tell you something. This is not only called fucked up at the very highest dimension, but this is cocksuckery and fuckery at the highest dimension. You need me repeat that shit? Do you need me to fucking say that shit to you hard of hearing motherfuckers, you attention deficit having motherfuckers? Think about what you want to say before you say it. Just use common sense before you say something you might regret. You need me to repeat that shit? Think about what the fuck you're gonna say to somebody because you might fucking regret that shit. Pay attention. That's all I'm saying. And I want to thank you for joining me in this installment of the Eddie Spivey Show. I thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and keep in touch. Leave comments. You can hit me up on Facebook. And to my people that's struggling to get ahead, as the saying goes, slow progress is better than no progress. Again, slow progress is better than no progress at all. Keep the faith, keep grinding, and don't give up on your dreams. I am your host, Eddie Spivey, the messenger and infomaniac. Peace out, my brothers and sisters, and I will be coming back to you on my YouTube channel very soon and as often as possible. Do tune in as often as possible to the Eddie Spivey Show. And again, I am your host, Eddie Spivey. Holler at your boy.